What's up everybody, my name is the Holy Apple and welcome to a video that should have came out last Saturday but it's instead being released today. This is mostly due to the fact of my computer just bricking itself, but if you've been keeping up with the YouTube community posts you will know all about this already. So moving on to the topic of the video, the Guardian games. I was going to talk about this in a separate video because I didn't feel like the TWAB would have warranted me doing both at the same time. I felt like doing a whole independent video for it. Starting off with the basics, you'll have to visit this lovely lady called Levante, and when you approach her, you will be able to accept a quest. Obviously, I've already done it myself, so I won't get the quest. But you'll start on this quest line where you'll be able to get something that you're going to need for the Guardian games. And that thing you're going to need is this right here, the Medallion case. So I'm just going to go over the Medallion case very quickly. So just to sum it up, it's basically the laurels that you get from this will end up playing for cards that you can then use to turn in for medallions. Off the top of my head, it's 100 laurels to get a gold medallion card, and it's 200 laurels to get a platinum medallion card. So the one I've got over here is the Gambit one for the gold medallion. There's obviously a platinum variant for it, but I was building up on gold medals to proceed into the next week. And as you can also see on the card, there is a limit to how many medallions you can hold, so make sure you are banking these as much as you can in order to get the maximum rewards possible. And the way you do that is very, very simple. You just simply walk up to the podium, and if it's your class, you can see obviously by the banners where you need to go. I'm playing on my hunter, so you literally just walk up to these little triangle bits for underneath the banner, and then you can deposit your medallions as that way. As the second part to this as well, there is going to be another section that you need to keep an eye on, which is this quest called Medallion Battalion. So this is an interesting addition to the Guardian games, and basically all it means is you'll be lighting torches which are located at the back of the podiums. So this one is the bronze one, then you have silver going up to gold, and finally platinum. So as you can see, I've already unlocked platinum for both sides. I'll go into the side in a minute, but just for now this will do. As you can see, this will give you a laurel kind of symbol on the left side of your shoulder. This will represent how much progress you have had on that quest so far. And this can be done over the entire week, but it will reset every Tuesday, so make sure you're doing this by Tuesday. As another additional note to go over as well, you can see these plaques at the front of the podium. This represents on which kind of Guardian class won at that day. So as you can see, currently when I'm recording this video, Warlocks are 4 ahead. The Hunters have managed to get 1 back, and the Titans also have 1 now as well. And by the looks of it, it looks like Warlocks are going to edge towards their 5th victory, so well done to the Warlocks so far. So next we're going to move on to the other side of the torches, and again it's bronze all the way up to platinum at the top, and this will get you the emblem that you can see on my right shoulder. And this is done by a competitive matchmaking. So if you go into the tower, you can see at the top there's 2 kind of strike playlists to do. So basically the recreational playlist here is basically just a strike playlist where you can go in and earn loads of laurels. So highly recommend doing this to start off, to start building your actual laurel flow. And then next you have the competitive playlist. So this can be done on both training and competitive mode. But this description doesn't make a lot of sense, to be honest, because we're currently on Tuesday, we're about to go into Tuesday's reset later today, but you can still do the competitive matchmaking above. So it looks like you'll be able to do the training on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then when it hits the Friday reset, it goes into competitive, and this seems to roll over to the weekly Tuesday reset. It's a very strange way why they've done it this way, but I'm not going to complain too much about that. But the reason you're going to be wanting to do the competitive matchmaking is for this quest right here, Shoot to Score. And it's basically just a quest to light all the torches on the right side so you can get the emblem on your right shoulder, as well as unlock some rewards on the Bungie store as well. But now I'm going to come across something that is very controversial in the actual Destiny community at the minute, and it is this top 10% score that is going around. So for those who don't know, Bungie announced right at the start of Guardian games that they're going to release a 10% emblem for anybody who ends up the top 10% of scoring. I am heavily disappointed by the way that this has been dealt with, because basically, as you can see from the screen there, I've got 258,000 score. I'm in the top 20%, but I used to be in the top 10% as of Friday. I wouldn't mind too much if it was just because people are getting much better scores, but the big problem at the minute is that there is 2 exploits going around, and I will just lightly touch on it so you can kind of understand why I'm a bit annoyed by this. So if you go to the Guardian games and go over to the Vanguard medals, you can see through all the medals that you can earn throughout the competitive playlists. And the first exploit that you can get away with apparently is this one, Guardian Angel, rapidly revive 2 Guardians. I have seen countless videos online where people are literally just standing around at the spawn point of the activity, killing themselves over and over again so they can constantly get this medal. They end up getting like 200,000 score just to start with, so they're literally 58,000 off my score, and they haven't even gone through the level yet. So by that margin, I've been seeing people get like 450k. I think the record or something at the minute is like 675. It's something ridiculous, but it's like, there are so many people who are exploiting this at the minute, it is just beyond a joke. And then there's a second medal called Insult to Injury, which is using an emote, use a finisher to defeat a powerful combatant. This doesn't sound too bad in practice, But the exploit that's being used is Hive Guardians are basically spawning, and when you don't destroy the ghost, they respawn. But what actually happens is the insult injury procs every time you finish the Hive Guardian itself, not the ghost. So basically you have a respawning champion who you can constantly use and get this medal from, which results in, again, getting 100, 200,000 extra score where it shouldn't be possible otherwise. And as you can imagine, these two can be paired well together as well, because you can have the fire team doing the 2-step revive at the start of the level, and then you can literally have 2 players going through the entire level as it is, getting up to the last boss, and then there's Hive Guardians that spawn in the boss with Lightblade, and it is just finishing them over and over and over again whilst the other 2 players deal with the boss and any other ads. It just racks up a silly score. Hence why it comes to this, I'm just going to light the platinum torches and then leave the score, because at this point, that 10% emblem that Bungie is going to give out for the top 10%ers, to me, it's just a way of saying, congratulations, you cheated the game yet again, and it's not really any merit in having that title. And the reason it bothers me so much is because this could have been something really nice for the community to have, a way for people who don't necessarily play the game that much, able to get into the top 10% and feeling like they've achieved something in the game. And now it is just being completely slandered. It's basically the same as last year's Garden Games, and I've seen obviously countless Reddit posts of people saying it's rigged, but I'm not going to bother going into that mess because 90% of the time it is just people who are just upset that they're not winning. So personal advice from me when it comes to the Guardian Games, don't bother trying to get the top 10% score, just complete the platinum torches every week so you can max out what you can possibly do. If you want to partake in obviously dumping medallions to try and make your class win, go for it, it's always there, it's supposed to be a friendly competition, go mad. I'm not too fussed by who wins Guardian Games, I am half rooting for Warlocks because they haven't won it yet, but apart from that, it makes no difference who wins for me. But as always, thank you for watching, and now that my PC is back, I will finally be back in business, so uploads will be resuming as usual. Not really got much to change, I've only got a bit of hard drive stuff to fiddle about with, but hey ho, it is what it is. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all hopefully in the next video.